Hey, say here, look at that, boy. Y'all finished yet? I say now, is y'all finished or is y'all done?
Barely.
All right, well, when y'all get finished, just let me know.
This is Testimony, a musician story featuring Brvdon P and Mission.
We been for a minute. We been working, barely finished. We got way too much sauce. We been for a minute. We been working, barely finished. We got way too much sauce. We got way too much sauce.
It's been a couple of years since Testimony Musician Story spoke with Brvdon P, formerly known as Black Knight, and Mission. We told both their stories individually, and you can use our search engine at testimonystories.com to listen. Recently, the two RPSMG members put out a joint project, Barely Finished. But before we talk about the project, I had a chance to sit down with my two Sagtown brothers. That's Sacramento, for those of you who aren't from NorCal. I sat down with them both. Let's see what Brvdon has been up to. The last time we spoke with him, he was on tour with Andy Mineo playing drums.
Shoot, man, it's horrible. The last show on the Uncomfortable tour was very emotional because it's just like, yeah, we've been touring together for the past 4 or 5 years, and then this is our last show. It's just like that's a brotherhood, like breaking up. It's just like, dang. Wow. Like Drake, he was like my road dad per se. And it was like somebody I talked to when I needed to talk to about like, you know, a problem or whatever the case may be, how to handle different situations. Like they, you know, we all corrected each other, which is great. So yeah, it was hard. Brvdon P finally came out after 15 years. Brvdon P came out. Mission helped me out with that. He's the unspoken person on that album.
How did he help you out?
Because it's just, you know, he wrote a couple of hooks on there, you know, getting his advice. It was a lot of people's hands that, you know, helped make Brvdon P. So it definitely wasn't just me. You know, KAG, Excellence, they all had their, RPSMG definitely had their hand in it, but they wasn't featured on it. Not all of RPSMG wasn't featured, but they had their hands on it, which, you know, definitely made it what it was. Brvdon P came out. If you don't have it, go and get it. Shameless plug. And yeah, I was very proud of that piece of work because.
And it got 1 million streams.
Yeah. Actually, it's like 1.6 just on Spotify alone.
I'm on the way, how you like me now? And it's late, up at 3 a.m. I know you know not to count the sound. I know what you really feeling now. For sure, Sacramento be my town. Rolling, yeah, my too sweet to the oh Lord, yeah, I know we got it. Fuego, I know, for sure, what now? You know, I know, for sure, what now? And oh Lord, we been up since 5 a.m. Rolling, going, speakers popping, we ain't stopping, we so real as yeah.
When we last spoke with Mission, he had gotten a divorce from his high school sweetheart. Since then, he has gotten remarried and had another baby. So, how the heck did that happen?
Simple answer is God. But in more depth is forgiveness. It's on another level. It's healing on another level. And being open to letting someone back in your life that wasn't necessarily the best person for you at the time. But trusting that God can change anybody. But that's the key point, though. It's like, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have been able to, like, even consider that again. If it wasn't for the God in her, I wouldn't even been able to consider it. So the fact that she had God in her now, that was kind of the turning point for me. It's like, okay, I can at least entertain it. Now we're a year strong, almost 2 years, January 3rd, so.
Did you have another baby?
Yes, Aubrey. She's 5 months. She's definitely.
He has a tribe now.
I have too many kids. There will never be another kid from this guy. Scientifically impossible for me to have kids. We'll just say that.
Okay. All right. Got that fixed.
Got that fixed.
So how many kids is it?
4.
4. That's not.
And it is.
For now, 2017, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But 1950,
Everybody have a 15 kids.
I can't trust your places cause I'm where I belong, where I belong. Where I belong. Where I belong. Yeah. Where I belong.
Yeah. All of you know
Look.
I promise, dog, I ain't stressed. I'ma get it off of my chest. Ain't barely on, but they flex. The perception's all that we get. I've been feeling overlooked and underrated. We just as good as an understatement. They probably praise us if we paid them. But get your money, who's to blame them? I ain't never had the front for no one. I just sit back, relax, I'm so blunt. I can never awake the old one. Man, I ain't been the same since 01. Yeah, win, but I know how to lose. I'm still, but I know when to move. Pushing on the gas, but I learn how to cruise. One said they woke, got their hands on snooze. Be cool in my own lane. Over here ain't gotta dodge no one. I don't even cringe when the fire gon' come. Got a full plate, don't need your crumbs. How you gon' feel when you act so numb? See you in the front, got the back sold up. Came in the end, gotta say you clutch. All the cool kids in the back of the bus. Mission.
Now, let's talk about their album, Barely Finished. How it came about, and the meaning behind the title.
Well, originally, me and Excellence was supposed to do a joint album. And as people see on like Instagram and all that, he kind of put the mic down and picked up the Clippers. We were going to do another RPSMG album, but X kind of wasn't doing anything, and Kenny was more focusing on producing. And Brandon was like, "Hey, Mission, let's me and you do one." So I was like, "Cool," but it took forever because he was working on Brvdon P, and we had like songs we had started and we kind of stopped, and then we kind of picked it back up. We kept pushing it back, until I was just like, "We got to put this out now."
We had a couple, but it was just like Barely Finished is the one that stuck, and it's basically like it's nothing deep. It's nothing deep. It's really like this is only the beginning. So we are not done. People need to wake up. It's like we're not stopping no time soon. So that's basically it.
And you're referring to the two of you.
Right. Well, I mean, RPSMG,
okay.
all of us.
Because we do get a lot, like, and it's not to sound, okay, we know, God has called us to do this. We're not insecure in any of those areas, but we do feel like at times we're overlooked. We do feel like at times people don't really take us serious because of the type of music we make. It's more fun. It's more, youth groups like it a lot. And people like think that just because it's that, they may not take us as serious as like grown men. Mm-hmm. So we putting this out and we kind of just letting people know it's like, look, we here to stay. We're going to hit you with this, and we still not done. We coming with something else. Like I'm dropping, and then he's going to drop again. And then we're going to drop something else from RPS.
What you say? I'm okay. I would say by the grace with the blood. I was stained by that cross. I ain't free. Get the beat out the cage. Let him loose on the stage. Same game, change game. I think I'm free from them.
Them that'll run your tongue. Only got truth when we come around. Always small, soon the boys touch down. Do as well, son. Hit the whistle. All the way up. All the way up. Always up. All the way up.
All the way up.
Brvdon P and Mission want people to put some respect on their name and their group, RPSMG.
Everybody put your hands up like this. Drop and drop. Yeah. Go ahead, drop your hands. Brvdon P up in this thing. Yo. standing over haters looking down like what you doing, man. My beats be undisputed, my lyrics are underrated. No stopping, I'm never breaking the competition. I'm killing the Holy Spirit, I'm filling with G.O.D. who's against this. Oh my God, my father was a crackhead when he had me. Mama tried to kill herself, man, right in front of me. All my life, man, I had everything against me. I became the person who I wanna be, filling up the capacity. Got my beast with no lease for the devil, there is no sympathy. Laughing at his defeat, my Jesus be undefeated. I'm conversing to Adidas, Reeboking, man, I just do it. Steve Madden to the Pumas, you don't want it. Man, I thought you knew it. Brandon P be flowing, boy, check the fluids. There would always be somebody better at what you doing, so don't think you made it to the top. Man, my grind will never stop. Yeah.
But we're not trying to be cocky. We're just trying to let people know, like, respect us for what we do. And if you don't, that's fine. But, you know,
that ain't gonna stop what we do, though.
Yeah. Exactly. Somebody called us youth group rappers before, and I'm like, I mean,
like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's not what we're trying to. That's not what we're. What's the word that I want to say? We're not trying to stick to just that. It's like we're trying to grow outside of just youth group rap. Yeah. You know, quotes around that. But it's just like it sucks. But especially with me, with my first song being Bibles in the Air, it's just like, for me, I got stuck in that because that's a huge song. Like, that song got almost like, what, 2-3 million hits on YouTube now? And so it's just like Black Knight got stuck in that. So it's just like,
unfortunate because you were a kid too, so it's like, of course you're gonna grow up,
right?
You're gonna evolve.
It sucks, but it's just that it's like that Justin Bieber syndrome. Yeah, you know, it's like there's still people that see Justin Bieber as baby, you know. So it's.
But then too, people want you to make the type of music they want to. It's like there's trillions of people that want to hear this type of music. But then like also like I think that's why RPSMG is so good for the culture, because we can do it all in the sense of like I can do like a LHM is real, like a hip hop boom bap trap. Then we can go and do a song where we're kind of singing the whole time, and it's like instead of appreciating it, they try to opinionate.
Right.
Yeah. Do you think it's good that we have so much diversity now in CHH that you can say like, oh, you have the youth group rappers and you have the, I don't know what you call it, the God of money people.
Yeah. It's always good because there's something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That not everybody needs to be a preachy. It's like there's a time and place for that. There's a time and a place for like turn up type of stuff. There's a time and a place for boom bap. There's a time and a place for like, you know, some emo Christian music if you really gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's growing now because it's just like you don't have to stick to, because it used to be like, you know, the only way you can be a Christian rapper if you was like rapping theology. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Putting in super amount of scriptures and who knows the most scriptures makes you the best rapper in the CHH. But now it's just like, you know what? We still have that, but it's grown so much. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like regular hip hop. Okay, you got your boom bap New York, but then you got your Travis Scott. But then you got your Khalid that people consider him hip hop, but he's singing on all of his stuff, you know? So it's dope that it is growing and people are being more acceptable to it.
What about the fact that there is less theology? Like, do you think that's fine in Christian music to not be quoting scriptures the entire time?
I think it depends on who you're trying to reach. So, like, if you want to be like, if all you want to reach is the church, then you should, you know, talk what they know. Like, you have to talk their language. But if you're trying to reach somebody at the barbershop, where it's like, if you give them your CD and you're throwing a whole bunch of theology and scriptures, it's just like,
they're not going to understand
what you're talking about. Yeah. You know? Like, you're throwing Bible references, but it's like, I don't know what that is. But I can relate to, but that's what it goes back to the point. Like, it's good because, like, just like Hog Mob and Bizzle, the God Over Money Camp, they cater more to the streets. They cater more to in the hood and type of stuff like that. So they can speak directly to them. But like the truth, I believe he caters more to the church because he'll give, the old truth, like he'll give you a million scriptures, and like there was stuff, even when I was in church, I was like, what is he talking about? Let me go look this up. What does that mean? So it just depends on who you're trying to talk to.
Things are gonna get better. Don't worry, no, never. Still going new level. Made it through the weather. You just gotta know, yeah, who is in control, yeah. He is on the throne, yeah. We keep going on, yeah. Joe hit me, told me he lost his brother. Ooh, it crushed him just think what that kind of pain did to his mother. No, I ain't got the answers. I know he got a plan for us. We just gotta stand for him. That's why Joe ran into him.
Things are gonna get better.
Keep your eye on the things above.
Things are gonna get better.
Yeah.
Things are gonna get better.
Keep your eyes on the things above.
Things are gonna get better.
Right up, way.
Things are gonna get better.
Right up, way.
Things are gonna get better.
Right up, way.
Things are gonna get better.
Right up, yeah. Right away. Things ain't gonna get better. Look at trouble like whatever. I thank you, Lord, for the struggle. It made me better. And when I fall, I gotta get up. And in my favor, yeah, it's settled. I believe and I receive the blessing. And it's only in you I'm resting. Get a little rocky. My homeboy died like last week. And even through the shooting, hatred, killing, man, you still can't find peace. And the one up above, trust in the Lord. And don't give up in the midst of the storm. Oh yeah. It may not be perfect, but things are gonna get better.
We want people to walk away with just liking the album, appreciating what we do, because we got something on there for everybody. But it's just that, we want our work to be appreciated, And that's not saying that people don't appreciate it now. It's just, we appreciate everybody who listens to the music now. We're not saying that y'all still sleeping. No, obviously there's some people, woke up. But what I mean by that is different people that's not respecting.
Is it more of listeners or your peers?
Peers
for sure.
Because listeners we don't really talk to, besides the comments and us responding on social media and stuff like that. But for peers, it's just like I see it all the time. It's just like, oh, okay, like you work with them. But then, at the other hand, it's just like, but you taught me one thing, but then you turn around and work with somebody else that's in the same lane that I'm doing. So it's just like, what is going on here? It's just like, when are you going to realize? But that's something that is just like, that's an internal issue I have to deal with myself. It's just like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to let you affect the way I view things. It's just like, what I'm saying? Obviously, people love the music that I make, and your opinion really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's still good to have that I told you so.
I just wish the more seasoned artists would pour more into, instead of pointing and like, yo, guys are doing this wrong and this isn't right and you should do it like this is how we did. It's like, but that's that approach makes people like fall back. Like me, like, because I'm big on mentorship. I'm big on having a spiritual covering. So I'm looking for someone who, and shout out to Dre Murray, because he's really played that for me. But I look for people who's done it and who's been places I want to go that pour into me. But honestly, in CHH, it's a lot of clickiness. Like, it's like, we don't really rock with you. We don't really know you. So it's like, it feels like we don't want you to steal our spot. Or it's either, I don't know you, and, but I think in CHH, like, we're supposed to be people persons. Yeah. That's how you say it, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, if you can't, like, see somebody who has some talent or whatever, even if they don't have talent, like, you should find someone to pour into instead of just telling them what they're doing wrong all the time. Yeah. So that's where we're coming from with it. It's like, okay, how about y'all help instead of, kind of shunning?
Yeah. And I had people say it to my face or be out straight up with it. It's like, you are a disgrace to rap.
But see, that's not even constructive criticism.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You shouldn't like that's trying that's trying to tear somebody down.
Yeah.
But then when we get on here and we're saying, okay, we're gonna wake y'all up, the first thing, oh, they're cocky or they're like, no, we just okay. That's what you said. The first time I spit to somebody, he told me I was trash. Granted, I wasn't good, but that for me motivated me because that's what type of dudes we are. When you tell us we can't do something, we're motivated by that. So boom. So I went I think it was like a year later. I seen him again and I spit for him and he was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He was like, normally people would just give it up.
Right.
But when they said that to B, he's like, okay, I'm finna go and check out this underrated verse. So it's like they don't get to see or get to hear our hearts behind what we're saying.
So we was talking to a buddy of ours, and it was just like, the older people, since they have this clickiness about them, it's caused the younger crowd to be like, you know what? All right, I'm going to do this on my own then. I don't need nobody help. And that's what causes this separation that people kind of does see that's kind of there. It's because it's just like, oh, the people that I look up to is now shunning me out. And so it's like, all right, well, I'm going to get everything that I can. And I'm not going to worry about nobody else. I'm not going to, help support anybody else. So it has a ripple effect, that has happened with it. And so I'm just like, what? And that happened to me a couple weeks ago at a show out here. I'm like, wait, I've been rocking with you for 4 or 5 years, 5, 6 years, produced tons of music with you. But then you want to treat me as if I'm some random person, some random thirsty person. It's like, what?
It's almost like you think you want something from them. I'm just trying to say what's up. I respect what you do.
Right.
I don't want nothing from you.
So it's that. It's just like that. If you treat somebody like that, it's almost as like you're not going to help nobody else unless they can do something for you. And that's trash.
Yeah. Well, you guys can be the change.
Yeah.
Off top.
Pouring in.
And that was the heart behind RPSMG.
Yeah.
Is helping other artists, grow. No matter however I can help them grow, if that means helping them with beats or tweeting something out or whatever the case may be. It's just like in the Bay Area, in Northern California, it's like I saw that separation happening. It's just like everybody was about themselves. It's like, you know what? Let's do it, something that we come together and work and show people that we can push each other and grow at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And RPSMG is a prime example of that.
Yeah.
Now people just checking for RPSMG. Nobody checking for Brandon P. There's some people that's not checking for Brandon P. That's not checking for Mission X. They just want RPSMG. And so it shows that you can do more when you come together. When we can't do it by ourselves.
Hit the corner, let's go. Where you? Good things in the world. Where you? Been putting in work. Where you? When I pull up, everybody be like where you been? Look like that. Like where you been? Look like that. Where you been? I've been in the gym. I'm never playing by the fence.
Thank you for listening to Testimony, a musician's story. To hear this episode again, as well as past episodes, visit testimonystories.com. Until next time, I'm Brown, Theory, the music lover constantly seeking positive music.
Ran into the law, grace cover all, blood on my cloth. They haven't did the sauce, we not taking off till we reach the loss, yeah. Hit the corner, let's go.
So you can't see it all?